mom was beating me, and you know, with my chest, I said, you better not touch me again, or I will call social services on you. Oh no!
Coughing.
Wow.
Yeah, bruh. What a lot of religious African parents do is they will beat you and quote the Bible at the same time.
Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mimi of Just Doing Me, and today I've got a mukbang for you guys. I'm sitting down with my sister Jay. Hey, I'll put her Instagram on the screen and mine. And my sister actually just started a new channel, so feel free to go over there. She's put out some content already. Subscribe, watch. You know, we're about to be sister YouTubers. You know,
she finally dragged me into this lifestyle.
I had to convince her. To get on it. But yeah, we're just gonna chit chat. We've got a lot of African food here today. If you guys are Nigerian, you'll know what a lot of this is, but if you don't know, I just like talk you guys through it. So we've got some egusi soup here, and we've got some okra soup here, and these you mainly eat with solids, so we're eating them with eba, but we've also got the original Nigerian jollof, yes, made by yours truly, and my sister made fried rice as well, so quite a good mix. Oh, and of course the most amazing,
you're gonna be getting your coronavirus on my about. I'm putting jumpers all over people's food out here.
Oh
no! Coughing.
Wow.
Yeah, bruh. No, you cannot cough in 2020 around me.
Right, okay. See, I take it back. Don't subscribe, don't like, nada. Fuck Jay's world. But yeah, we've got meat pie.
Imagine someone's coming to my house and tell me fuck Jay's world.
Fuck Jay's world, man. Oh, and of course the good old fashioned African malt. So we're just gonna chit chat and talk about what it was like. You probably don't want to, yeah, that's cool. So we're on rum as well.
Jobless and drinking, guys.
And Red Bull, jobless and drinking. Yeah, I'm in that boat too. But yeah, we're just gonna get on with it. What was I gonna say? Just gonna talk about just what it was like growing up African while we eat some African food and just get in touch with our culture. So let's tuck in.
So, by the way, to tell them where you got the. Okay, so you're talking about the rice. Did you cook the soup or?
No, so I bought.
Can you actually cook? She bought it. I'll tell you guys.
Don't you cook soup? Yes, I can cook soup very well.
I can cook soup that will taste.
That's your rice.
When was the last time you cooked soup?
I cooked egusi soup probably a lot of years ago, maybe 8 years ago. For mum, maybe even dad was even there.
Would you eat egusi after 8 years?
Bruh, I can cook. I was even telling them the other day to send one of their brothers to marry me. Like, I'm a good wife. But so this has fish in it. The egusi had beef, and they only put one fish in, so we'll just share it. Okay.
And that don't look better than what I cooked for you the other day.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you where we got it from, because to be honest, they don't deserve any praise. Like, I had a little bit already, I wasn't that impressed. The only thing,
to be honest though, I feel like you've put me off because you told me like you didn't like it.
Well, you try it. Yeah, you try it and tell me if you like it.
Like soup there before and it was alright.
Try it, let me know if you like it. But the meat pie, the meat pie from that place was dope, but we're still not telling you what that place is from.
When they get better and they cook good food,
then we can shout them out. But one thing I can't stand is paying money for bad food. Like, what's the point? I feel like you should honestly be able to take food back and be like, I'm really sorry.
A lot of people do.
Can you take food back?
I don't have the guts to do it.
I've never taken like takeaway back.
They eat food. Oh, takeaway back, no.
Yeah, like in a restaurant, I'll tell them I'm sorry. This doesn't taste right. What?
Who cooked this food?
I told you, you don't believe me.
What? There's not even one seasoning, bro. They didn't even add small Maggi, small salt, small pepper. They didn't do anything.
It just looks good for nothing. It doesn't have taste, like, bro. But we still gotta eat it.
I wish I would, because we're not saying the name, but honestly, like, some of you people out there doing business, food business, please. When you hire chef, do not just bring the person who came off the boat yesterday. Sometimes they're even better, actually.
Yeah, please bring the one that came off the boat, because that's
I take that back, but come on, man. Like, how's a chef cooking?
No taste, fam. No taste. Like, it doesn't even taste fresh.
The first thing I knew was my salt. I can't eat this otherwise. Like,
I'm hungry.
Maybe they ran out of salt. Whoa, okay. It's all good in the hood.
Oh yeah, maybe some that out. Raw.
Wow, it's actually really bad.
Yeah.
Guys, this is
Welcome to our mukbang.
Sorry, sis. I don't
It's
think
nasty.
I didn't mean to cross the foot out of the but God damn, they didn't even try, yo. They didn't try.
But yeah, last night we were talking, weren't we? A lot about our childhood and what it was like growing up in our African households with two very African parents.
Yeah.
And man, we used to get beaten. Ah!
No.
Shouldn't, will you beat your kids?
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Okay. I'm still
Like-
on the fence.
Like for me, it has to be exception. Like like this is one where we can't just talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? If because what a lot of African parents do is they just beat their child for anything, and what a lot of religious African parents do is they will beat you and quote the Bible at the same time. Spare the rod, spoil the child. They will be beating you with Bible. No. I can't do that to my child.
Beating you with
Sorry.
Bible.
Yes, not with the Bible, but with the mom not do that a lot.
Of course. They use that Bible to justify.
There's that justification behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I don't beat you, you'll be pregnant by 12 years old.
Jesus Christ. What for reason?
Ah.
Wow. Dad's weapon of choice, do you remember?
What?
It used to be belts. Dad used to be like, alright, so when he starts taking off his belts, you know you're in trouble. Or Dad's as well. I feel like, you remember?
I don't think Dad would have beat you many times because you were his favourite.
It still beats me, or it beats that
Do you know
sense
what's
to me.
funny? In my whole life, I can only ever remember my dad beating me once. I don't remember. Because I think why for me was because my mom used to do it a lot. That I felt like Dad didn't feel like he needed to.
Mom was
discipline
the
me.
punisher.
Yeah.
It's only when what you did was so terrible
Yeah,
that she would send you to Dad.
Yeah.
Because Dad will finish you. Sorry guys, I'm so hot under these lights. But Dad's beating was worse because Dad used to choose some weapons, man.
Do you remember Mom's was amalastic?
Rolling pin, yeah!
Amalastic. We used to call it amalastic. My mom says, go and get the amalastic.
It's like a big wooden spoon.
You know you're in trouble.
But me, it was the rolling pin, I remember, because that one used to hurt far more.
That was when the elastic
thick
broke.
rolling pin that she'll beat you with. All her slippers. My mum, when anger just came suddenly, just quickly remove her slippers and start bashing you in the head, man. Or hanger. Remember hanger?
You know, my mom was, and I don't really want to make it sound like it's a bad thing because it's a culture thing here. You know, my mom really was a believer in spare the rod and spoil the child. So, in doing so, she was training me. Obviously, now I do not agree with it, and I think, but there's a lot of Western education in that. In Nigeria, I think this is pretty much accepted norms.
It's accepted. Everybody beats their kids in Nigeria, really. I wouldn't say like I don't agree with it. I just think maybe there are more effective ways. I'm raising my kids, I could probably. But if reasoning does not get through to them, my friend, shoes, hangers.
Some children are
Let's do like my
stubborn.
mum. Yeah, some kids, and I was stubborn. You know, I was
you
stubborn.
and
I
you
could
and mom
talk
have
back.
the same personality.
Yeah, me and my mum.
And
Ooh,
you know what I was
fire.
talking about yesterday? I think that's why you guys had the relationship you did. Very much more from Dad, so I think I get my personality.
A bit more laid back and chill, and me and mum a bit more fire and like attitude and sass. But yeah, I don't think I'll beat my kids. But I remember like one day mum was beating me, and you know, with my chest, I said, "You better not touch me again, or I will call social services on you." I thought that I will call social services.
See,
My boyfriend.
I would never dare say that
Oh
to my
man,
mom.
I had
Are you
mouth,
mad?
man. So I will call social services on you. She said, good, call them.
Call-
I will
yeah.
beat you in front of them. I said, what? And the thing is, I knew
That's
she
so
meant
mom.
it.
Yeah.
I knew she meant it. I was like, no, never mind. Don't worry. We won't call today. Maybe tomorrow.
Wow.
Oh, my parents. My mom really. Whew.
Anyway, so we're going to the club and tell her now put her big ass in miniskirt. Me, I was quite respectable. I think I wore like tight trousers. I saw my mom was now coming from work in that her red car.
Yeah. Wow.
She just stopped the car. She told us to get in.
Get it,
All she said was get in.
the fear that would have caught
So we
me.
entered the car. The journey home was silent. Number one, she's not heading towards the station. She's heading back home. Alright, cool. We get home. First thing she says is, go and change and come back. Get changed. Oh, the beating. Not just me, me and Tele. Beat. She beat
Wait,
me
did
like-
she not know you guys were going out? Or was it because of what she was wearing?
I don't know. Till today, I don't really understand.
I feel like mum didn't let us go out, but mum worked a lot of night shifts. So I feel like when you were doing it, you're probably going after. Because I did it as well.
True.
When mum would go to work, your girl would be running out the house, you know, heading to Reading to meet some boys and the girls, have a good night, and then we sneak back in. I feel like we had a lot of freedom just because our mum was a nurse. My dad had like gone back to Nigeria to work. And our mum used to work mainly night duty, so she'd go to work around 8 in the evening and come back at 8 in the morning. Right, once mum leaves the house, alright, everybody heading for the shower.
We knew her schedule. Yeah, we
Like,
knew her
ready.
schedule.
But let's see, what else, other than the beatings and the punishments, like what else is like a key component? Cooking. My mum was a firm believer that she cannot be in the kitchen and a girl would be watching TV. The boys were fine, the boys could do whatever they wanted. But if you are a girl, you must be in that kitchen. Even if you're just there to look, you must be learning.
You must be
and
even as she says that, she actually did not experience a lot of that. I did experience the most of that.
I experienced quite a bit
because
of it.
my mom
just
was like
thinking-
the oldest daughter, so she had to train me, and I'm obviously older. So within true, like all I remember is always me and mom in the kitchen and you playing with your Barbie, whatever.
Yeah, I think that's fair that you remember that, but when you went to university,
Yeah, maybe when I left. Yeah.
and the next 3 years of my life, at least, because a large part of it, I was in boarding school, when you and
She
mum were
wanted to
cooking.
train you.
No, when your mum were cooking, I wasn't around. But from when I came back at 13, 14, I was always in that kitchen. And I remember one day my mum slapped me when we were we were cooking in the
Mom likes to
kitchen.
slap people while
Mum
she's
likes to
cooking.
slap.
'Cause that was that.
It's as if that's where she gets the most stressed, when she's cooking. Like, I don't
Do you
know what it
reckon?
is. Like, in that kitchen, mum was a hot-tempered soul. I remember, like, I was just muttering under my breath. Probably told me to, like, sweep the floor or something, and I was muttering under my breath. And then I was like, well, I'm only here for another 2 years anyway. I can still hear the sound of her backhand hitting my face. I tell you, I've never been hit that hard in my life. And then she says to me, well, I got you for the next 2 years, don't forget that. I said, sure. It's true. She can kill me in those 2 years. I better respect myself. My mom was
And with that all said though, my mom was actually the most lovable person
She
you would ever
was.
meet. She was the
Still
kind of
is.
person, she is the kind of person, sorry, that will come up to you and she'll be like, if she's wrong, she'll come up to you and she'll actually say, I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
I don't remember that.
I always remember that because
Please tell me
my dad was
when.
quite the opposite. But what my dad is, I love my dad because he's so cute. Like when he's wrong, he might not say those words, but he will find a way to show it.
Yeah.
He'll always show it.
Have you eaten? Yes, I've eaten.
That is it.
After you've beaten me
I've
well.
eaten.
Have you eaten?
Do you want more KFC? Do you want extra wings with your KFC? That's like my dad said, I'm sorry, you know. We had so many nice family cultures, like
Yes.
working. We'd always
We
go
used
to
to go
working on a Sunday.
Day shopping.
And after church and eat KFC.
We go to KFC or McDonald's,
Yeah.
like so many really
Maybe
nice
KFC
family.
though. Yeah, like every week that was the family time. Then dinners together as well. Every evening, mom always insisted when dad got back from work.
Yeah, mum was
we'd put
very,
food on
very
the
good at
table.
keeping the family
Units,
connected. Like
yeah.
she had a lot of things like rules that we had to.
Yeah, then
even if dad
prayers
didn't want to
together
go
in the evening.
Yeah, always, every day, Seth. Every single day.
The family.
There's no day off for
Wait,
prayer.
let's say the remember after
Oh, okay, let's see if you remember it.
no, start with grace.
Yes, what is Grace start?
Oh God.
Grace start! Jesus Christ, I can't remember this. I will be head
and not the tail.
I will be conqueror
And not a
be
victim.
conquered.
I'll be a victim. Oh,
I'm not a victim.
I shall be a legend in my own time.
time.
In Jesus' name. Amen.
In all matters
Because of the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
I will be
shall
10 times better than my classmates and my counterparts
in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
There was the
God
last one.
bless Israel. God bless Nigeria. And God bless our home. I'm telling you, I forgot most
Bad.
of it. It was like 3
Bad.
minutes long. My mum,
Yeah,
like,
there was so
every
many.
few months.
She would
Mum
add
would
another
hear,
one.
yeah, Mum would hear a new prayer and she'll come and teach us. I was just kept
And
getting
every
longer
evening
and
we have to
longer
repeat
and
it.
longer
When we
and
pray.
longer. Oh my God.
I loved it though. Come on.
It was good. It was really
Do you remember
good. it just annoyed me. Like, what's one thing I really hate about African parents? The level of freedom they give the boys.
Yeah.
And then, like,
Girls
if you're
are
a girl,
now
you're a
doing
slave.
Cinderella before
You know,
slipper.
and you're a slave, you can never leave your house, you cannot go out, boyfriend where, and then once you finish university, so where's your husband? Are you right? Magical husband.
Taught me how to
All
cook,
my life.
how to clean, but not how to date, not how
You
to
know-
drink wine.
All my life you cannot look at boy. All my life you cannot leave the house. That all of a sudden, where's your husband? From where? Where am I meant to magically? But it was annoying because I feel like the boys only had to really work at the weekend. They would have to then mow the lawn, maybe hoover the house.
Let me break it
manly
down for
jobs.
you guys, right? We grew up in a very traditional household where mom was always in the kitchen and dad did all the manly stuff. My dad worked, he was a very hard-working man. Jesus Christ, I respect. My dad's work ethic is, I don't know anybody in this world who can work like that. The thing is, like normal people, they would go and buy the conservatory and commission the work. My dad bought the conservatory, then came back to commission the work to us. We're gonna build it ourselves.
We were like, I was literally like
We were
9
literally kids.
or 10, and I was building conservatory, man. It was family project.
Every weekend, I was probably like 12.
Every weekend.
Every weekend, right? Every fucking weekend, we'd come back, we'll go to school. And every weekend,
We'll be
every morning,
bricklaying.
dad will wake us up. But
Bricklaying
it was quite
foundation.
cute the way they did it.
Mixing cement. I was 9 years old in my garden.
My cousin Carol.
And our neighbours would be watching.
Yeah.
I've never
I'm
met
surprised I never
like
got
60 years old.
yeah.
They'd be like, really?
Yes.
these black people are really making their kids.
Those kids go to
Making their
school,
kids.
they come back, then in the weekends, like they're building conservatory.
Oh my god. But it's great though because now, like, you guys see me doing a lot of like home DIY work in my house. Like, I'll put shelves up, build wardrobes. I even built my whole kitchen myself actually, and that's all down to my dad. Like, there's no boy or girl, everybody must come and put their hands and build. So like, mom is so chill now, like, but it's, you can't even compare the woman she is now to the
But it's like granddad.
tyrants.
When she talks about granddad, the way she talks about how like strict my granddad was, and I'm like,
and
this
now,
is my granddad that
our
is a
granddad's
teddy
the
bear.
softest,
He's
nicest,
just so
cutest
cute.
little
Oh.
man.
I'm like, so that's the same way. The way we talk
Soft
about
as
we
you.
talk about them. Our kids will probably be like, you ain't telling me my grandma. Like,
Right,
she's
my
so
grandma,
chilled,
yeah.
so relaxed, so nice. She lets me do everything.
But the truth about it is, once you reach a certain age, and especially if you're self-sufficient, you're not living under your parents' roof, my friend, a relationship is not by force. So
I'm never gonna miss you.
exactly, they'll be lonely
You
without
used to
you.
say, she used to be like,
I wish I had never brought you children to this England. That's the one I used to hear all the time,
no,
man.
not even that
You know,
one.
it's because I brought you children to England. That's why all of you are
That's
useless.
fucked,
That's why all of you are rude. That's what. No day we will not hear that
No.
it's because we came to England.
No, that
though.
wasn't the one that she cannot wait till we go to uni.
Yeah, she said, I can't wait till all of you leave.
She used to say it,
I can't wait till you go to uni.
until
When
the
you
time
got
that she
your own
couldn't
house.
wait for came.
Yeah,
When the
oh
time
God.
came.
Mom's calling us like,
Are you coming
When
home
are you
this
coming?
weekend?
When
I
are you
said, "No,
coming
I was there
to
last
see me?"
weekend." It's not every weekend though. I
But
think I
it's
couldn't wait
cute.
till I went.
but honestly, it's the truth. Like, when you're no longer, when you're self-sufficient, relationship isn't by force. Like, your parents can't be mean to you. You wouldn't see me. You wouldn't see me. So like, I feel like now it's more of like a mutual respect thing. And I've gotten a lot of stick on my channel, like in the past, you know, people are like, are you talking to your mum like this? And not even like I'm being rude, you
No,
know,
we're cool.
but just like me and mum
That's
having
just
like
how
a
we are,
disagreement.
yeah.
Like me and mum's like, why are you wearing that? I'm like, mum, because I'm young. You know, people are like, how can you talk to your mum?
But I think that if you asked my parents, I don't think they'd have it any other way.
Yeah.
I think
they're very
incredibly
proud.
of us.
Of like how individualistic we are. Like, you know, one thing mom always says to me, like, if I say I've quit my job, so don't worry, get a new one. Like,
Yeah.
there's that confidence and faith they have in who we are and who they raised us to be.
Yeah.
That they don't really
And
worry
it's a
too
credit
much
to
about
them.
us.
And I just want to like give them a round of applause because that.
All the
That
stuff
is
we're
a credit
saying,
to them.
like, we're so proud. We love our parents.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of like how our parents
Well, they
sacrificed
gave us
a
so
lot.
much.
a lot for us to be where we are today and be who we are and have the freedom we have and, you know, the confidence we have. Like, I can be in a room of like adults and I will speak my mind to all of them. And I know a lot of people my age that are Nigerian, they can't even contemplate talking back to their mom or having a disagreement with their mom or speaking up in a room of elders. Like, nah, thank you, mom and dad, for giving me a voice.
Absolutely.
You know?
Obviously, the whole education thing, that was the only thing in our family that was non-compromisable.
You're all going to university.
You're
all getting your masters.
Like, to master's level at first, then you can do what you want.
And like, it's so
I respect
true.
that so much.
Our parents have never pressured us. Like, even in law school when I wanted to quit, mum sat down with me and I remember just crying in her arms and she was like, we don't quit in this family. You do this. If you decide not to practice law after you finish law school, that's absolutely fine. But you do this. I credit her so much because that year of law school just set me up for my future, set me up for my career, man. I never learned so much as I did. Like the skill set that I had to go and be successful in that year, and just like true to their word, they never then said, well, now you have to go and be a barrister or a solicitor. No, once I finished law school, I was like, right, I'm done. Chill. Thank you very much.
My parents, I gotta say, are actually some of the most support for African parents. They are actually two of the most supportive person. And mom and dad, I don't know if you're gonna watch this or if you do, but can I just say how much I love you? Cause
I know.
Just, like, think about
it's making me a little bit
everything that you've done for
emotional.
us. Like, I don't even know. I just want to publicly say, if I can, that I love you and I'm so grateful. You guys are actually amazing, and you put up with so much shit. We're also strong. We're also probably had some mad teenage years.
Yeah, definitely.
They put up with a lot. But they love us, and one thing about my parents is that their love is never questioned, and I pray I can give the same thing to my kid one day, because I know for a fact that if I was in trouble and I called either of my problems for any help, if it was in their power to do, I have 100% confidence that they would do it like that.
And the thing, the weird thing about dad, and that it still confounds me, is like with all his success,
he's so humble.
He's so humble.
My dad is one of them.
Unbelievable.
That is
humble.
one trait that I pray to God more than. He's got so many, but that's one trait that I would be so honored.
And even with our granddad as well, all his success, exceedingly, like you wouldn't, if you see these two men, you would never know just how much they've accomplished
blend
in
into
their
the environment, but
what
nothing about them is not normal. They're
extraordinary
extraordinary individuals.
You know, and like dad as well. Dad just doesn't spend money on himself. Like my dad, to go on holiday, he doesn't even understand the concept. It's just work, work, work. Keep building your empire. He's so mission focused. Like my dad comes from a very underprivileged, like poverty,
the definition of nothing
real
to something.
Poverty.
Isn't that?
You know, so for him, I feel like that's why he really struggles to spend money. Like we were his biggest investment. Like dad spent hundreds and hundreds of thousands on his
kids.
4
kids, by the way.
4 kids, and we were all three of us. Jokes. All three of us were at university doing our masters at the same time. Can you imagine? Like masters, 12 grand each. Our living expenses, Dad always paid for our living, our spending money. Like what our parents have done for us. Because not just that, like mum did a lot to
mum too, I used to get pocket money when I went to uni. Yeah. I took my alone. Like we were so privileged.
So blessed. And I can't wait to have kids and like just give them even more than I was given, because I was given so much. Like I feel like every generation you've got to do more
to improve. Yeah,
you know,
I think that's what I get from my parents. Is like, to be honest, they got more. We got more than their. Like we got lucky.
Both of our parents came from poverty.
Like to even have this, like this. Look how we are. You know, like you know, they both, and they work for it. They don't know.
Both hard workers, like people hard workers. My mum's work ethic at 63, I think she is. Unbelievable. Me, I just be sitting at home every day, like maybe I'll film something today. My mum's just finished the 13-hour shift.
Maybe I'll get out of bed. Maybe. Well, maybe I just smoke a spliff.
But guys, this video has gone on for so long.
Way too long.
But I love it because I feel like we started out like our parents used to beat us.
Yeah, that's true. Then naturally.
And it's just like, no, our parents were fucking awesome, man. They were so cute. Our parents were amazing.
You know, like like you said, they had 4 kids. We were talking about some of the holidays we had growing
Yeah.
up. We talked.
You quickly talk about Florida. That's my favorite like family holiday. My mom was big, like she wanted us to go on holiday every year. And as we said, my dad doesn't like to spend money. What is holiday?
That was probably the most complex thing about their relationship.
Their relationship.
One was a spendaholic,
My mum,
and the other one was a miser.
So mom would have to like bargain, plead, negotiate with dad to us to go on family holidays, and I don't know how she did it. That one year, we took the whole family to Florida for 2 weeks, rented out a villa. We went to like the pool. It was sick, man.
And we used to get allowances every day. We were also young. They used to give us like $50 a day, but that was just for whatever we wanted. Like they made, honestly, mom and dad really did their best to make that holiday.
It was sick, yeah. It was a really
we
sick
ate
holiday.
out all the time. We had fun, but we never cooked. We ate out.
Dad, like, remember when they took us to this huge like
shopping,
market and he's like, just buy whatever you want, budget, just go. I came back from like Chicago Bulls, like
we had that rucksack,
like I felt so cool when I came back to England. It was just like, yeah. So our parents did the best they could. It's a shame they're not longer together, but like they're both happy, and that's the most important thing. And actually, it's kind of made me think I can't wait to start a family. I think it's very weird that all 4 of us, none of us are married. Like we're all like in our 30s, or my younger brother approaching his 30s. It just shows how unconventional we are for Nigerians. None of us are married, no kids, nowhere. But I just think we really need to get on it because I want some kids. You know, preferably let's start.
I want to give my parents some kids actually, because for me, I'm kind of cool right now. The clock is ticking. But more than anything, I can see that mom and dad, Jesus Christ, they tell us all the fucking time.
When you're getting married,
hint after hint.
Thank you so much to JAYE'S World for coming now. Don't forget to head over to her channel. We're going to film a video now as well, guys. If you want to catch Justin and me over on JAYE'S channel, I'll put a link to her channel in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe.
Oh, that was so cute, mom and dad. That was so cute.
Yeah, it was.
So
I'm going to send them the link to this video. They'll probably start out thinking these ungrateful kids.
After all the money I've invested in them, they come and curse me on
national
new face.
But yeah, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. I'm Amy, Justin. We are looking good. We are feeling good. Hey.